Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today on episode 10 on the Bring the Fire podcast, we are going to interview the one and only Basilios, the owner and founder of Headquarters Hookah out in Arizona. We're excited. He sits down with us. He tells us the meat and potatoes and what it takes to actually build a successful company and to go after your dream and never chase the money. Because if you go after your dream, you chase the dream, the money will follow. Super cool guy. Had a great time with him. And just tune in, listen, and learn. And if you like the show, make sure you share it with your friends, family, and neighbors so they can tune in and listen to all the other awesome Bring the Fire podcasts. So with that, tune in, have fun, smoke a bowl. Later, guys.
One, go.
All right, all you Bring the Fire listeners, we're here again at the TPE with Prometheus. This is Gabe over here in Chemo.
Actually, Prometheus is one of the names of the hookahs.
What the names? I'm sorry about
Hookah
that.
Headquarters.
Hookah Headquarters. I'm sorry. My mistake.
Basilios. Am I pronouncing that correct?
You did. Basilios is the
I
name.
love that name.
Thank you, man.
It's awesome.
That's a sexy name, man.
I appreciate it. It's a Greek name. A lot of sexy things come from Greece.
That's right.
That's right.
Starting off great already, man.
VD's in the house and Basilios.
Basilios. It's a hard name, man. I know. Don't worry.
Basilios.
We'll call him Basil.
Or
The basil
my
guy.
beautiful hashtag that basil guy,
That Basil guy.
which I had nothing to do with, by the way. Just letting you guys know.
Well, for sure. Hookah Headquarters, we are here. We got John from Hookah Headquarters, and I don't want to leave out Miss
Edith.
Say it one more time for me. Edith.
Edith.
Thanks for hanging out and joining here. You know, I think, man, me being a married man, we're all actually married men here. I know you not yet. But, you know, it's like, it's. I know I'm already kind of hopping into this podcast, but it's good to have a strong woman behind your back that supports the crazy things you want to do. As you know, it's probably crazy sometimes.
I mean, we've worked out this great system. She'll stress me out more than anything else. So then when all the beautiful business errors start happening, I'm like, oh, this is nothing.
Oh, what happened?
That chop.
Okay. Well, I know behind every great man is also a great woman, greater woman. So she probably runs everything in the back front in your personal life. Make sure the business runs right.
It's that famous phrase, the boss's boss.
The boss's boss.
I think we all have one of those, right?
Yeah, we all have one of those, man. Well, tell me about your Hookah Headquarters, man. I definitely want to know about it.
Alrighty, so the full name is Headquarters Hookah, and our theme is where modern meets tradition. And I stand strictly behind that. And I feel like there's a very large importance in where everything originates from.
Okay.
I mean, to be an enthusiast for the hookah industry, tobacco, I mean, you name it. Everyone has their preference. My father grew up with cigars, and I grew up seeing that. But in today's age, we have so much technology that's available to us. And I think it's important to innovate and be able to bring things to the next level to make progress.
Yeah.
So the Prometheus hookah line was started by taking our slogan and being able to provide a piece of art that kind of leaves you confused. Is that a traditional piece, or is that something straight out of space? Either way, the work that goes into it is incredible, but the outcome and finish is more than worth it. Our customers can definitely notice a big difference. Just walking by and seeing it, I mean, you guys got a good look at it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
Beautiful. They're freaking beautiful, man.
Solid, beautiful.
Heavy, quality work.
solid. I mean, they actually all come from a big block of aircraft aluminum.
Wow.
There's no casting, so there's no metal being melted and then formed. It's a giant block of metal that gets shaven down using machinery, and the machines go in depth to make all the channels for our pressure system, for being able to assemble it, and to give it that precision look.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not something that comes easy.
How did you seem fairly young, you know, to be you're like the CEO, you're like the owner of Hookah Headquarters. I mean, what's your position there? You're the owner.
I am the owner, yes.
You're the owner. So you're super young. It's awesome to always like sit down with young entrepreneurs that, you know, especially in the hookah industry, and just kind of feed off of each other and kind of learn from each other. But how did Basilios get involved with saying, you know what, I'm going to start these awesome looking hookahs, machine made, and I mean everything that you guys have. It's been 2 years now, right, in business?
Correct.
But when did that start? Like, I mean, when did the idea come into fruition? Like, I'm gonna do this.
Well, Headquarters, the Prometheus, all these products were born about 6 years ago.
Okay.
And as right out of high school, as a hobby, a couple buddies and I did a little hole-in-the-wall lounge. I mean, it was bad. Most people wouldn't even want to go to because you drive by it and it's a scary thought.
Is it still open today?
That lounge is not.
Gotcha.
But it was just something to get us through school because, we believe education's extremely important. It doesn't matter, what you do in your life, but as long as you keep learning is the most important thing.
Definitely.
Every day I try to learn something new. But it helped put us through school and it's sort of a new road. And, when everything finished, you go out and you don't find exactly what you were hoping for. But hookah's always been my hobby.
Okay.
I mean, anytime after school, during the hangouts, most of my friends and I would prefer to either go to my house, if the lounge wasn't available. Like, I was the go-to guy for hookah in our town. And when you hit this rough point in life, what do? So I decided not to lay down. I said, I'm going to take my hobby and I'm going to take my ideals and how I present things in my own home and make it available for anyone that wants to walk through my doors. So the lounge came into being.
Okay. Very cool.
And slowly
so you were like, what, 18, 19 when that happened?
18 was original lounge. It was just after my 21st birthday that the Headquarters Hookah Lounge kicked off.
Okay.
The original lounge was actually called Hurricane Hookah.
Where was that located?
That was actually in Tucson, Arizona.
Nice.
So Hurricane Hookah to Headquarters Hookah.
Nice.
And you guys are located in Tucson.
Sorry?
Headquarters.
Headquarters, yes. And also a Tucson company. But, yeah, and then we just wanted to continuously expand. You take one ideal or things you would wish you could change or see, and you ask yourself, hey, am I just going to wait for hopefully someone comes up with this and does it? Well, I decided to get a little bit proactive and went out and did it myself. And all my customers played a humongous role in developing, the Prometheus hookah, the tobacco, everything that we have here today is actually very hands-on development through all my customers who have been a great inspiration and great testers. I mean, they're all enthusiasts, all hookah smokers. So they've had a lot of input on what they wish they could see in specific flavors. So it was created by enthusiasts for enthusiasts.
Okay.
I just happened to be there.
Nice. So I was talking to the machinist of your guys' factory, and he was telling me about how the quality of the metal that you use and whatnot, and how it's different than other hookahs made out there. And I noticed it was super heavy. Like, what kind of what hookah what metal quality is that? Where's that? How'd you get that idea to use that?
Alrighty. So
Yeah, we want the meat and potatoes, bro.
I got
we
you,
want
man.
the true life story here of Basilios.
All right, so well, to be honest, I'm actually a complete nerd, man. So that's where that really starts from. I have my passion for metals.
For what?
For metal.
Metal. Okay.
I'm definitely a weirdo like that. So, I mean, I would collect things throughout the years based off of what they were made for and what metals they used for them.
Okay.
And that's kind of like where my history buff comes in. I like to track what was made when and where. But the machine shop that we use is actually subcontract for the military, Raytheon. I mean, they take on many projects there. So it's a certified facility. Now, one of my favorite metals that I managed to come across that just left me at that brick wall was aircraft aluminum. It's significantly lighter than stainless steel, but for as light as it is that much stronger. So you have a non-corrosive metal that's lighter and yet stronger. So if you thought my hookah was heavy now, imagine it made out of anything else. It would weigh about 20 times the weight.
Wow.
Because of all the solid stock we use to make it.
Right.
You'd be carrying a dumbbell, not a hookah.
Get a workout as you're smoking.
I mean, that could be a future thing, Weight Watchers Hookah Edition.
Some CrossFit hookahs, you know.
There we go. Start a whole new industry off of this.
Yeah.
Work out a little bit, flip it over, smoke it during your break, and go back to working out.
Who said hookah's not healthy?
Correct.
What you work out on. And so the quality is definitely there. I can feel it when I draw the hookah. I can feel the quality. It's so smooth. Is that like your design also? You're sexy and they hit so smooth. Like one of the smoothest hookahs I've ever hit.
Yeah, actually, I designed the Prometheus from top to bottom.
Nice.
Like as far as like you're an expert as far as like in drawing, or you got with like a buddy, let's hey, let's.
No, I mean, I drew up the Prometheus, but at first it probably looked like a chicken scratch. It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But luckily, I have a friend of mine down in Tucson who's majoring in architecture,
Oh.
who showed me a little bit of how some programs like Rhino and SolidWorks work. He works with them on a daily basis, and until I got a little bit better at working them myself, he drew up the original prototype of the Prometheus using his own program.
Was this the 6 years ago that you were talking about?
No, actually, the Prometheus came to be from very quickly. I drew up my concept a few years back, but it wasn't until about 2 years ago where my friend then took it and put it in a program and showed me that this is what your drawing would look like in real life.
Mm.
Ironically, another Greek guy as well. I mean, we're everywhere, man. But he showed it to me, and from there, when I went out to the machine shop, I had something to give them. And a few weeks later, the first Prometheus was made. I mean, it was very quick.
Now, when it came out, like right away, were you able did it hit the way you wanted? Was it everything you wanted, or did you tweak it along the way?
I mean, I was very happy with it when it first came out, especially for how quickly. I mean, luckily we had a couple years put into it already, and how we wanted it to function, what differences we wanted to put on it versus everything else that's out there. But it wasn't 100% there. So we had to do renditions, some very expensive changes. I mean, even though they all look similar, we had to write different programs and run different machines and different metals every single time we would make one. So it was like starting over every time we wanted to make a change on it.
How many times did you test it out, revise it, use different metals?
Well, I won't tell you how much that cost because you'd pull your hair out.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this. It was well over 9 times.
Oh my gosh.
And it was 9 times of my heart stopping.
And what made you keep investing in how is it? Do you just had faith because right now, I mean, you guys are selling out. You guys are selling them left and right. They're flying off the shelves, right?
They're definitely flying off the shelves.
And so what it's hard to be like, all right, I'm going to keep investing in this and hoping this product is going to sell, right? Or, what gave you that extra umph, sort of say, this is going to sell. I'm making this. I'm investing my money and time, and it's going to sell.
That's actually, I'm going to give you a weird answer for that one.
Okay.
I didn't make it because I thought it was going to sell. I put that kind of money into it, that much time and passion and dedication towards my product because I loved it that much.
Nice.
Because that's what I wanted it to be. And a man that was like my second father passed away shortly before the project started.
Sorry to hear that, man.
And, I mean, the guy thought he would slap me around left and right, not knowing what direction I was taking in life. And he told me one thing. Whatever you end up settling for, whatever it is, if it's working on planes, flying, being an officer, or doing your hookah thing, he says, never chase the money. He said, chase what you want to do, chase the love, chase the passion, and the money will come. It might not be everything you want, but he's like, if you don't chase it in the first place, when it shows up, you'll be surprised and just as ecstatic and happy.
Wow.
And that's exactly what's happening right now. I made a product I love and I use on the daily, and that my friends and family and everyone that's had the chance to experience it feel the same way. And that's all the payment I needed. And now the fact that I'm getting everybody to support and wanting to push this to the next level and make it available to everyone is just a dream come true, honestly.
Wow.
And, Even from the grave below, he still coaches me today.
That's right.
Wow.
Good stuff, man. Wow.
Huge nugget.
It's a huge nugget,
Huge
man.
nugget. Do what you love, and
That's
the money will
exactly
come. Wow.
So
Don't chase the money.
Don't chase the money. Chase the dream.
chase the dream, man. I
Chase the
mean,
dream.
this is something I would do if I was in business or not.
Yeah.
It's your hobby. It's your passion. It's what you love. Yeah.
That's exactly it.
That's cool, man.
It's like you're going to work every day, but you're not really going to work. You're doing what you love. So
Well, sadly, if there's one thing I can complain about work, is there's not enough hours in the day for me to be able to accomplish all the things I want to do. We need to work on that. Someone needs to extend the time.
Shoot.
So,
Man.
So what's next for, so how many versions of your hookah out there? There's the Prometheus.
so the Prometheus is version 1,
Okay.
and the Prometheus
Are these all
Demi.
Greek names? Sorry to interrupt you.
They are Greek
They are
names,
Greek, right?
yes.
Okay.
So the Prometheus is the taller version, and the Demi, which means half, is the shorter version. They're both known as Prometheus.
What does Prometheus mean?
So Prometheus was the name of the Titan in Greek mythology that gave humankind a lot of gifts, such as the gift of fire and the gift of healing ourselves. And he was definitely on mankind's side. He was one of the most powerful Titans, and yet he still chose the little people. And in return, Zeus punished him and tortured him till the end of his days for it.
Wow.
So-
So much meaning.
So the Prometheus is a very bold stand, and a lot of
Yeah.
people forget the amount of power and greatness he had as a Titan when they know the story of how it ended. That's how we remember Prometheus. But today, Prometheus is back as the original Titan with all his power, his glory, and he's a gift. He's definitely a gift. He's a piece that could be so much unobtainable to many, but has made himself there to be able to put in everybody's home.
Yeah.
So he can take you to the next level in this industry.
That's dope, man. So did you come up with that yourself, or
Well, the story, no, but the
no?
Prometheus, yes.
The name, were you like, I'm gonna call this bad boy Prometheus?
Most of the time when I do something, I try to find a characteristic and attach it to something that I love.
Yeah.
So besides hookah, I love history, I love mythology. I mean, I'm very proud of my culture. And when I saw the first hookah come out, the only thing that came in my head was Prometheus. In my head, I saw chains on this thing come out of the machine. Like it was held together with chains. Like Prometheus was bound to a rock.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's it. That's Prometheus. There's
Nice.
no other name you could give this that would give it the justice and royalty that it deserves.
That's dope, man. Because you're kind of educating people, as they buy a hookah, they don't know what it is, they Google it, they find out what the name is. It's like you're kind of killing two birds with one stone, so to say.
They're really great stories. So, I mean, you want to look into the hookah you're getting, you get to learn a little bit more about what it's supposed to stand for, and you get a whole different story out of it, too.
Does it come with something like a card, like, "Hey, I'm Prometheus"? Blah, blah, and
I've really been debating doing like a little kid's book, throw it in there.
No,
like,
that'd be dope. Like it have
yeah.
like a little,
That would be
like
awesome.
pamphlet or something. Like, "I am Prometheus. I'm here to protect you. I'm a gift from Hookah Headquarters." Remember, bring the fire. Said that, bro.
Well, that'd be really cool. I was really debating putting like a little card in there.
I think it would be interesting.
That'd be dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
To read, to like, right? Oh, sorry. Yeah, that'd be dope to open it and see the cards. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you receive it in a box. You open it up. You receive it in a box, and you open it up, and it's there. You're like, wow, interesting. You read it. It has so much meaning. And every single time that person is smoking with their friends are coming over. They're saying, "You know what this means?" And like, no, I don't. And
Do you know the story of
share
Prometheus?
The same story.
Yeah.
And it has so much meaning behind. Because it'll make me look educated. I'll be like,
Yeah.
dude, you know what this means? And
Yeah.
they're like, well, what? Here's the story. And you're sitting there smoking hookah. You're sharing the story. They're like, everyone's like, wow. Just like I am with you right now. Like,
Yeah.
wow.
Well, I guess that's something I definitely need to do. I guess for the next batch, I'll throw a little Prometheus card in there.
Yeah,
There you
man.
go,
The
man.
little story, the story behind the story.
I feel
That's
like the
cool.
only reason I didn't think of that is because most of my friends are extreme trolls.
Trolls.
Trolls. On all the forums, pages, calls, anything that they could manage to go in there and just ruin someone's day, which is terrible, they will do. Someone will ask a question and then, they could not know about it.
Yeah.
but they have to jump in and be like, in this instance, they'd be like, you don't know Prometheus? Like, where have you been these last 1,000 years? What rock have you lived under? You'll never get a straightforward shot. So being around these guys all the time makes me think of, how can I baby gate this so someone can't get trampled on by terrible people like this?
The trollers.
The trollers under the bridge that are waiting.
Now, do you have any friends that work with you / for you over at Hookah Headquarters?
Okay, so I get yelled at all the time. Any business owner that comes talk to me is like, you don't need to work with your friends. And I can understand why. I mean, I really see why.
It's tough sometimes to get family or friends involved.
Well, it can be, because, I mean, sometimes it's hard to separate who's the business owner and who's the friend.
Yeah.
Right.
But even through our disagreements, one thing that I'll say that I love working with my friends about is that they truly have my best interest, and the interest of the lounge and the hookah products, the hookahs, the shisha. They have the best interest. I've never walked away from a situation where I know that they didn't treat it as if it was their own business. They have the love and the respect for the business, the same love and respect for me, even though sometimes the troll side of them comes out. But at the end of the day, I know these guys would take a bullet for me, and I'd take a bullet for them. And even though we have our disagreements sometimes, even right now, I'm having this interview with you, but they're busting their butts over there, producing product, running the lounge, and taking care of my customers.
Right.
And they're doing it the same way as if I was there doing it, and as if it was their own company. And if I can say one thing, I'm very grateful for them.
Definitely.
And I might not be, I don't say it enough. I really don't.
How many are there?
What, 12 monkeys in a tree. That's what we got.
12?
12 monkeys
total
in a
friends.
tree.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, they're all separated. You got some people that operate the lounge. You have a few people that are now in the shop. That's actually how close in relationship I've gotten with the shop. Like you said, you talked to John as well, who is the machine shop owner. Him and his partner, Lejeune, really great help making all this happen. But some of the guys went on board and started working with them so they could be hands-on and they could be there making sure that all the hookahs come out.
Wow.
Other friends of ours working with the tobacco. And, I mean, we also trade places sometimes. I mean, everyone really likes being able to do a little bit of everything. Just some of us pick up one job a little easier than another. So
Yeah, everybody kind of specializes what they're good at.
exactly.
You know, we got Vincent here, the whole editing and audio guy. And, you know, I was putting the mics away earlier. He's like, don't do it that way, bro. You know,
Messing up the wires.
you know, everybody plays on their strengths. you know?
That's why I got my boss over here.
That's right.
I get yelled at all the time.
She's making sure, bro. Making sure you say the right stuff. How long have you guys been together, if you don't mind me asking?
Since Lounge 1.
Since Lounge 1. That's right. You told me that story last night at the Hayes party.
Yep.
So she walked in, you're like, you.
It was the one night I had off.
The one that you had? Okay.
It was the one night everyone was like, you need to take a night off. Because I worked just kind of like I do now, 7 days a week. So, like, you need to go home. But in my head, you know, at one point I was like, I wish I had a day off. But we enter the routine and you're like, if I had a day off, what would I do? Like, what is there to do? Like, watch a movie? I do that here sometimes. But they forced me out the door.
Okay.
And as I was walking out, she was walking in with a group of her friends. And I was like, you know, maybe I'll take my night off another night. How about that?
Nice. So you turned back around and went inside.
I turned back around, I sat at the table, and I played the game of she can't say foreigners' names. Let's see how much I control her about it and get her to talk.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
It didn't go well at first. She shut down completely. But it managed to work itself out. We're still here.
Yeah. That's cool, man. So were you instantly like, all right, or did he have to work for it? Did you make him work for it?
Oh, who had to work for what? Okay, this is one of those stories that the roles switch.
I know she said you're Puerto Rican, right?
Yep, she's Puerto
You
Rican.
made him work for
Oh,
it.
spicy Puerto Ricans.
Oh, no.
Watch out.
But I'll tell you this. It's the roles have switched now. I work for a day of happiness. But I'll tell you this, it wasn't like that in the beginning. I'm totally gonna embarrass you right now. I hope you know that. I'm totally gonna embarrass you. So I would play it cool,
Mhm.
and I just continue focusing on my work. And this one was a complete klutz. She would trip on air trying to sneak a peek, or would notice that I'm not looking at her, and would turn around and try to take another look at me, and she'd walk right into a wall or a column.
Really?
Wow.
A loud thud. So everyone would turn around, I'd look, and then she'd sit there and be red, like sitting on the floor, like that just happened to me. Oh man, here we
There you
go.
go.
She's
Let's
got a
hand her the
mic.
mic,
please.
Danger
There
zone
we
right
go.
Let's hear
here.
her story. Let's hear her story.
I want to hear my story.
Oh come on, let's tell a story. I love
Yeah,
these
tell
stories.
us.
Say
Tell us about the basil guy.
the basil guy.
That basil guy.
That
I mean,
basil guy.
how's everything been for you? You know, this is kind of unique that we're sitting kind of with a couple, you know, here. I know, again, we're all married and our wives are, you know, back at the hotel right now, sleeping it off. But, you know, how is it for you, like being here hand in hand, walking through him and
right
having
now
his
it's
back?
fun.
Yeah.
Right now it's fun, but getting here has been a pain in the butt. It's been one hell of a journey, and we've gone through it.
I'd like to say this is more like a double check relationship. So it's if one of us is stressing about something,
Mhm.
the other person likes to constantly remind that other person that they're stressing about something and it's not done yet, which makes the situation 10 times that much more stressful. But somehow we get through it.
That's cool.
So are you working hand in hand also in the business?
Yep, and I think that's one of the benefits that I get because now I get to create my own line.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that where the pink
Nice.
prompt
The
is?
Pink Prometheus.
That
Yep.
pink is sexy, man.
Pro-
Right now, I almost got
Prometheus.
shot for bringing that.
No, that pink is sexy, man.
It
I like
is.
that pink, bro. It looks really good.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a one-off though for my birthday. Now everyone's getting it.
Nice.
Nice.
No, but she will be doing her own line later this year
Mhm.
called the Queen Puffs line.
Queen Puffs line.
Really?
So
Okay.
it's a line of hookahs, accessories, and possibly some tobacco. But it's hookah products made by girls for girls.
Bye, girl.
Pinks,
Wow.
turquoises, shiny and glittery.
Wow.
That's cool.
See
Yeah.
how- did you see that? That's called the crazy eye. So pink and
She got
shiny.
excited, bro. She got excited. I
I
saw
am
it.
excited.
That's what happens to my wallet. We walk by something and shiny.
Shiny glittery.
Add that to my tab.
Wait till you have kids, bro.
Oh, it adds on.
I got 3 girls at home, man. So.
Yeah. I don't know how I do it. I got one. Drive me nuts already.
So I know you have a great work ethic, right? I mean, you're constantly working, constantly 24/7. You hate days off. How about yourself? Are you the same way? Did it compliment you, or did you go into it when did his stuff rub off on you, or were you like that?
It's a difficult answer.
Yeah, it is a difficult answer. I mean, some days when he actually wants me there to help him, I'll help him. No
Uh-huh.
questions asked. I will help him. But
Yeah.
there's days where we're just like, stay away from me. Let's just, put the wall there and do our own thing at the same
Gotcha.
time.
Because sometimes you're in the zone, and
Yeah.
you're like, you just want to be in the zone. You're like, I'm just focus. Let me just do it. And then some days you're like, you know what? I need some help. Is that right?
I mean, I always appreciate the help when I can get it, but sometimes the payload becomes too much, and the only way to really knock it out is to just sit in a room by myself. No music, no sound. There will be hookah though. We don't cut that out. But it's the only way to get it done.
Yeah.
I cannot be disturbed by anyone at that point. It's the only way to catch up and get the job done. And I don't do it because I feel like I can handle it on my own or I'm unappreciative of the help. It's just there just comes a point where some things need to be knocked out. And if it's a few hours or a few days, I do not leave that room until there is nothing in front of me.
Nice.
Everything is done.
That's true. I feel the same way because sometimes I'm downstairs in the office, the door's shut, and I'm just working. And next thing you know, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh my gosh, how did I get to 3 o'clock in the morning? How is it 3 o'clock in the morning? And so, and sometimes, yes, my wife, I say, you know what, I need your input. I'll sit there with her. I'll show her what I'm doing. And she'll critique me and she'll correct me. She's like, no, look stupid at this. And I say, great. And sometimes I just need to be by myself. And I just like you, I need to zone out and just let me grind it out for the next few days, 6 hours, whatever it is, and then I'll be normal again. If not, I'm not normal.
Oh, I understand. I feel you completely.
So what's we can ask what's some of your guys' favorite flavors to smoke?
Oh, polar opposites, man. You know that pink glittery stuff? That's like nuclear winter. It gets everywhere. Well, apparently there's a way to get that in tobacco form too. So
Yeah, I created a flavor. It's called Pixie Dust. It's very fruity, very sweet, kind of tarty,
Yeah.
and he does not like that.
Is it available to smoke
It
now?
is available. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
It's on the shelves, like ready.
It is on the shelves.
It's
one
called.
of our
What's it
top
called?
hits.
Hookah Quarters Pixie Dust.
it's Headquarters Hookah's Pixie Dust.
Headquarters Hookah
Headquarters
Pixie Dust.
So even though this is a girly flavor, a lot of the guys that come into our hookah lounge will try to get away with it sneaky. They'll come up and they'll order it all quietly and run back to their booth. But it's like, for whatever reason, a lot of the guys are ordering it as well. But it's a completely girly flavor, super fruity, super perfumey. I'm more of a very old school smoker.
Yeah.
So I like double apple flavor, grape, straight mint, apple. But when I'm not in the moods that everyone just stays 10 miles away from me smoking because they can't stand it, I do cold mint flavors. We have a flavor called Frostbite.
Mhm.
And I'm pretty sure we've given people frostbite by smoking it. But that's there. My all-time favorite is a green iceberg, though.
The green what?
The green iceberg.
Huh.
Green iceberg is it's a unique flavor. I haven't seen it done yet. It's a vanilla mint with custard cream flavor.
What
So
brand is that?
That would be mine.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. But I don't only just smoke my things though.
Yeah.
Besides us having our own brand, I'm very
Yeah.
big on all the other brands and supporting them. I believe that everyone has a lot to contribute. Before my own brand, I smoked everything else, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So that didn't disappear. I'm still an enthusiast, and I've loved the other brands. For example, if I can give a shout out to a couple people right now for this
Yeah,
expo,
absolutely,
the Fumari team, beautiful team. 3 of my favorite flavors come from them. Also, odd profiles like Tangelo, Limoncello, or I feel like personally their lemon mint is by far the best. Social Smoke Voltage is another top favorite of mine. Starbuzz, believe it or not, my Starbuzz profile has changed a bit. I used to love flavors like Blue Mist, Pirates Cave, or Geisha. Geisha's definitely up there. But I hadn't tried vintage until I sat down with Jacob at the Starbudge Lounge, and he had me try a flavor that I thought would hate. They have a tea flavor. I don't recall what the name is for it. But
Dolly
what is it?
tea. Dolly tea.
There you go. She remembers.
What is it?
Dolly tea.
Dolly Tea.
Starbuzz
vintage line.
Vintage.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. I'm not a tea smoker. I get repulsed by the smell of tea, but I got it hooked on this flavor.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been smoking these last couple nights. I sneak away and go to the Starbucks Lounge just to have some of that. But besides Starbucks, I started in the industry with Haze, so definitely a big shout out to Kay, Danny.
Yeah.
They're beautiful people.
Absolutely.
for
Really
what
nice
they
guys,
do.
man.
I mean, they take care of everybody afterwards.
Yeah.
They try to unify us by
Yeah.
doing their after party,
Mhm.
putting us all in the same room to have a good time with one another and realize, it's healthy competition. We're all
Yeah.
here for the same thing. So a huge thank you to them, and their flavors are awesome as well. I keep stealing their lavender flavor. They just released that. I thought it was a little odd because you think lavender and you think,
Yeah.
oh, it's like something you put in your clothes, but
Mhm.
no, that I keep taking bowls. They keep wondering where their kilo went. If we don't return it to you guys, and you're listening to the podcast, booth 7095, Headquarters Hookah, we probably stole your kilo and forgot to bring it back. So if you haven't gotten it back before this recording, sorry, I'll ship it to you. But no, man, great flavors, Chai-tastic.
Do you have any recommendations for people that want to mix a flavor together? What's your favorite?
Favorite mixes? I actually had this conversation earlier. Just about anything Fumari with like an alfalfa vanilla. Awesome. It really
Okay.
is. It really goes with your preference. I'm just saying that's something that I like to do.
Yeah.
Like if I had like an AF vanilla and some Fumari flavors like prickly pear, even lemon mint mellows a little bit with it. It's a good mixer.
Yeah.
But I recommend cross brand.
Cross
Brand mixing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone has such unique flavor profiles.
Yeah.
So find the profiles that you like the most and bring them together.
That's actually funny you say that because that's what we just kind of started. We're calling it the Bring the Fire Mix and Match Show, where we hang out every couple days and we bring out a new batch of Fumari. Yesterday we did Alchemist, and Haze actually yesterday. And we're just telling the people out there, the viewers, like, hey, this flavor's really good mixed together, or don't pack that bowl. It's not good.
Yeah.
Of course, everybody has to try
Smoke
it for
it
themselves.
separately. This one doesn't go with this. Just smoke it separately.
But we'd love to make a Headquarters Hookah mix and match and kind of get maybe some pink fairy dust. I don't know. Some of your guys' flavors and mix and match and play with them and kind of,
It's
do
funny
a
that you
review on
mentioned
it.
Alchemist. I was reluctant to try them at first because I'm a creature of habit. So I take forever to try something, but once I do, I usually tend to have some kind of liking towards it.
Yeah.
That black bear flavor they have has to be laced with crack because you run
can't
out
wait
and
to
you
try
have
that.
to have more. It's just you become hooked onto it like drugs. Black bear, I'm telling you, stay clear. Your wallet will get really thinned out really quickly.
Can't wait to try it.
Yeah, man. I tried the Starbuzz Vintage yesterday for the first time ever. I tried Spice Me Red,
Oh yeah.
and I was in love with that one, man. I guess kind of like fruity flavors. So I can't wait to try the pink fairy dust. I'm proud. I'll say it.
Pixie
The what?
Dust.
Pixie Dust.
Dust. Yep.
Yeah,
The
Pixie
Pixie
Dust.
Dust. I can't wait to try that. Chemo said it. That's right. I'm gonna try it.
Well, everyone heard it. We're gonna take your picture then and put it above our lounge. So every time Sneaks the order, we'll just drop your image, be like, "You've been caught."
For sure, man. Well, we got to come out. I mean, we haven't been to Arizona. I haven't been to Arizona,
I haven't been there for a while.
but
How far is Tucson from like Phoenix Surprise?
I mean, from Phoenix, you're looking at just under 2 hours.
Okay.
It's not a bad drive, hour and a
Okay.
half, too,
for sure.
depending on traffic.
Okay, my sister lives in Surprise, Arizona, and so when I go out there and visit, I'm gonna stop by Headquarters Lounge and smoke a few bowls, take some pictures.
That town is surprising by itself. It shows up out of nowhere on the map.
Yeah, man. We might have to come out there, hang out with you guys, and kind of see. I mean, I know we talked a little bit last night about maybe some future projects. Bring the fire and you guys. That'd be cool. And maybe we can do some dinner or something. Introduce the future wifey, if I may say,
Maybe, I don't know.
to the current wifeys, and just let everybody bond, man. That'd be cool. Because, like I always say, I've been saying on every podcast, hookah some way, somehow. I was talking to Kay and them earlier, over at Hayes. Hookah just brings everybody together, man.
It really does. And I'd love to have you guys. Please, it'll be your next home.
For sure.
Sweet. How do we find you guys?
Yeah.
How does the media find you? How do anybody find you?
I recommend flare guns, some form of torch.
Oh my god.
But if you can't get your hands on this insane technology, you might have to resort to other methods such as Facebook, Headquarters Hookah,
Right.
or HQHookah.com, which is our website. Has all our information.
HQHookah.com. What about Instagram?
We have an Instagram. This is your expertise. I'm terrible with these things.
The Instagram's HQ Hookah.
What is
Pretty
it?
simple.
How do you find you on Instagram?
HQ Hookah.
HQ Hookah. Okay.
That's it.
Simple.
Simple.
So, big negative factor about myself. I'm terrible with technology. Correction, terrible with social media technology.
There you go. I was gonna say, man, you machine like hookahs, metal, you're not. You know about
I
that.
No,
mean,
but that's
I
why
could
he asked
do.
me.
I could do all these things. I'll build you a plane if you ask me to. Ask me to message you on Facebook. Yeah, you're waiting for a while. Ask for a postcard, you'll get it faster.
Nice.
Nice.
Old school,
Old
man.
school right there. Old school. It's more personal anyway.
Well, I'm a
Personal.
people person. I
Yeah.
want to talk to you in person. You call
Yeah.
me, it's like alien to me. This little box is speaking to me. Just come see me. We'll
sure,
sit
man.
down. We'll have a hookah.
When I do, I don't want to say if, when we do go out there, I gotta, you're Greek, so I gotta bring you some of my mom's baklava so you can try it. Are you a fan of baklava?
I would be more than honored to have your baklava.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, we're Egyptian, But my mom, hands down, as far as I've been told, makes some of the best baklava out there, my brother.
It's a true fact.
I'm just stating.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. My grandmother was raised by Egyptians, and she told me that they make some of the best meals. If it's our meals or their meals,
Definitely.
they're to die for. Hopefully, I get a couple more days out of me after eating your baklava. But if that has to be my moment, I'll be happy having some sweets for it.
For sure, my brother.
For sure. You could always find his mom's cooking at
Mirage Hookah Lounge
Mirage Hookah Lounge
in Huntington Beach.
in Huntington Beach, California.
You're gonna make me drive for food? I mean, I'll do it.
I'm gonna mail it to you, bro. For sure, man.
Shout out to Mirage, though.
This was great. I'm really happy that we get to sit down and do this. Every time we begin a podcast, I'm like, man, what are we going to talk about? And it just flows, man, especially when you're with people that, I don't know, that are cool like you guys. You know, it just kind of flows, man. So I appreciate you guys taking the time. I know this took a little bit longer than we wanted, but I appreciate you guys sitting down with us, talking to us and everything. Vincent?
Yes. So how do people buy your stuff? How do people go to Hookah headquarters? Are you guys sell online? Do you have distributors? Do you have retailers?
You know, there's many ways to buy our products. I'm going to say something weird. You can buy from our website directly, of course, but I love promoting the people that support us.
Okay.
So currently, Hookah John carries our products, so hookahjohn.com, and you know he's the one that really got things rolling. So if there's another person I really owe a lot to, is that man.
Okay.
Yeah,
we saw you, actually. I saw your, entire video when you went out to the Hookah John warehouse and hung out with him, and you're taking the hookahs apart. And
if I have to say something, I was thrown into that.
Yeah.
Because I was watching him do the recording because I just came by, and he said the next time he comes by or the next time we'll do a video with him, and I'm heading out the door, and he's like, "Hey, Basilios, you're here. Just join the video." And I'm like, "Yes, I am." Hello. So it was a little bit of being thrown into a mix.
Definitely, man. Hookah John shows a lot of people love. I know he shows Bring the Fire a lot of love, man. We got to hang out at his warehouse a couple weeks ago, too. Like, really cool dude. We love smoking from his bowls and everything like that. Really cool guy, man.
Yeah, and I mean, we use a lot of Hookah John product in our lounge. I mean, Titanium's is definitely our top coal.
Awesome.
I mean, our bowls are everything you'll find, 80 feet, aliens, harmonies. But recently as well, you'll probably be able to find our products on 5-Star Hookah.
5-Star Hookah, okay.
Alex at 5-Star and I have sat down quite a few times, and he's a fan of our product. So you'll definitely be able to find it there soon enough. Cool. And he's an amazing guy as well, very, very welcoming.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. You know, none of these people owe me anything, and to be able to be invited into their places of work or homes and being treated as one of the crew members is a huge thing, and it's very warming, and it makes you want to, if you're going to sell something or not, you just have to be around them.
Yeah.
I mean, you feel comfortable and you have a great time every time you do. It's family.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's the most important thing, is family.
Awesome.
Cool. Well, I guess go ahead.
Thank you so much for your time. Looking forward to smoking out of your hookahs again.
Of course.
You guys got any last words, comments, anything you want to say?
Oh man, I feel like I'm getting hung. Last words. You have anything, sweetie?
No.
Anything to look out for in the near future? I mean,
Well,
I know,
other than
of
the
course, you're
Queen
Fair.
Puff line.
Yeah.
Queen Puff line.
Well, if I like to say anything besides all the great inspiration that we've gotten from some of the people here, Nirvana pushed us to do a lot of our products. They've been a huge help giving us a foot in the door. So the Athmani crew. I could go on and on with my list of how many awesome vendors there are and how supportive they've been towards us to help us get things rolling. We're friends with all of them. But thanks also to the people that aren't here today, that are at home listening to this. You know, just by hearing us out or trying us out, it means the world to us. And I appreciate all the support. And I appreciate them supporting the industry and all these other great brands. And I feel honestly, just by loving them, I feel like I'm getting a little bit of that love as well because we're all a part of the same family at the end of the day.
Nice.
So thanks to all you hookah smokers out there, and thanks to you guys for having us here today. I really appreciate it.
Definitely, man.
All right, definitely. Well, that's it. That concludes our podcast, guys. See you on the next one.